San Diego. It's preview night here. And we're starting on the other side. If you joined us yesterday, we started with this image, but we were on the other side of the convention center, and that's where we'll end today. But we're starting on this side where Planet of the Apes is in full go mode here. The Forbidden Zone coming together, all promoting Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, digital media there. Loving that. Big Planet of the Apes fan, so excited to see that. Over here we've got Peanuts. Not a lot new externally from last night. If you saw some of our photos from the late night shift. Got the Great Pumpkin up there, Charlie Brown Christmas. You can see there's more on the inside there going on. 75 years of Peanuts animation. That's good. Hello there. Hello. And once again, like yesterday, feel free to chat amongst yourselves or throw questions into the chat. I will do my best to answer. We'll see if I'm able to catch them. I know I'll miss some as we navigate the crowds. It's nice and clear over on this end, but we will be coming up against the crowds here. As has been the tendency, things get more and more crowded substantially each day. So when we were here Saturday, felt like it was, doubled up by the time Monday hit. And it feels like it's about double that today. Hello there, Victor, Alejandro. Good to see you guys. So there's been some substantial progress again. Changes here. People are picking up bags and lanyards and badges. We picked up our bag earlier today. It was nice just to be in the convention center, go down the escalator. Not the same as hitting the floor, but just nice to be inside. There's Alien Romulus digital advertisements in there. Dexter Original Sin, Yo Gabba Gabba, Ghosts included in there. Big Paramount Plus Star Trek push. So it's nice to see a few things already all lit up in there. Now, in the last 24 hours, a lot has been updated over here at Contest of Champions. It is much more Marvel than it was even 24 hours ago. They've got these out. You can see some of the flat figures they're doing for photo ops. Got Deadpool there, Wolverine, etc. They've still got that wrap. All of the gondolas are now wrapped. And then you also have the center there with the Google Play logo. And then a variety of characters surrounding it there. The Leader, the Silver Surfer, Ghost Rider, some of my favorites. Let's see, I missed a question there. Probably missed a bunch of questions there. And the updates will go on with Dexter Super Camp. We're going to go right there and you can take a look with us. What it looks like to me, well, at first I thought it's a shipping container. It looks like we've gone to a few haunts where they will do a whiteout experience. And if you've not had that before, it's basically where you take a shipping container, or in the ones we've been through, they've been shipping containers, and they have bright white lights and fog. And then people kind of jump out at you in there. I don't think that's what this is. At first I did, because it's all like whited out in there. But actually, then we saw some hooks like for people to put their backpacks on. And so guessing, you go in and they'll probably show a trailer or some footage or give some background. I did see some signage up explaining Dexter's code. So I think trying to bring people up to date, maybe that have never watched Dexter. So, but we'll see what we see right now. We'll go by there, SpongeBob, and then we'll make our way to see what else we can check out there. The bridge down the Hilton Bayfront Bridge there that goes across to Petco is currently closed for construction. So we're going to have to hope that we don't get blocked by the train here and miss out over there. But we'll do our best. I'm going to walk a little bit faster in this area. I've shown all of this, Immortal. Shaun of the Dead still looks great. If you watched the video yesterday, if not, you can check it out. Exterior looks incredible, but they're all in on the work on the inside now, so we've not seen anything different really from yesterday. So we're not going to make our way all the way down there. Okay, we'll cross the street here. Now, Those About to Die, it's looking good. Really neat with kind of the banners up and all of that. It's definitely getting a lot of character to it, a lot more in the last, really even 6 hours, I'd say. And we saw them loading in earlier. Can't see it now with all the walls up, but they have, basically they look like slot car sized, like horses. So like horse racing, but with little, like, I don't know, Marvel Legend, like 6-inch figure type size horses in the center of the stadium there. The Circus Maximus is what they have created here. But I really like the banner. It touches, makes it look nice. And then they have added, they're playing Those About to Die up there now, but they've also looped in a new film, Fight Night, as well as some commercials for the Olympics. So they don't play as much as, oh, there we go. There's the Olympics right there. So different than just Those About to Die on a nonstop loop. So having seen a lot of Those About to Die, it's kind of nice to see some different stuff flashing up there. Here you can see more of the banners. Really giving it a good look. I feel like this is the best I've seen one of these NBC Universal activations looking, you know, a day or two out. Like, it's really look pretty well put together here. Great question on like the pedicabs. So far, or I should say for myself, I and Carmel, we have not seen any pedicabs that are decked out yet. So I'm sure it's coming, but we have not seen it. We've been keeping an eye on that because that's one of those things. It's just kind of fun when you see one rolling by, like what's the decor. Last year's Doom Buggies for Haunted Mansion was like my all-time favorite. But so far I haven't seen anything. So, all right, here we've got SpongeBob. It's obviously a big year for SpongeBob. You can see the SpongeBob stream like a sponge. Really cool. Okay, we are in a traffic jam here. Looking there, there's Patrick. This has all been updated since we were over here earlier. Cute little photo op. And then we've got Dexter down on this end. Not sure if we'll see anything else in this. I would imagine someone bought this grass and that it wasn't just Dexter on one end and SpongeBob with nothing in the middle. But as of this moment, at least, no progress, nothing going on. Might be something really kind of simple, like if you saw Doctor Strange before. And then here's Dexter Original Sin. You can see the queue set up, but yeah, you're going definitely inside and seeing all that. We'll stop with the wrap again, just in case there's anybody that's not seeing the wraps over here. But yeah, so entering on this end, they've got the stanchions set for the queuing. And then concluding on this end, they're still building over here. So what we saw earlier was a bunch of signage about Dexter's code, and that seems to be gone. So I'd imagine that's inside now to help explain the story a little bit. Yes, Chad, bunch of water for SpongeBob. That's good stuff there. So I'm gonna guess that you go in, there's a little bit of a scare, you know, you watch some footage, maybe you see some dismembered pieces of people, and then maybe an actor pops out as Dexter and kind of scares you out the door. Just a guess, but it does seem to have something that's going to take up maybe a little bit of time, maybe a 5-minute little portion in there, something of that nature. You can see people are already getting their photo ops in here. SpongeBob. SD Blux, the bridge is open for tomorrow, but unknown if the elevator will be activated. Okay, good. Good to know. Thank you for adding that in there. Cool. So we'll start making our way across the street here, and we will see FX. There's been quite a bit of activity on the structures in FX. How is it feeling? Hot and humid? So it's a bit humid, not too bad. Honestly, about 15 minutes ago, the clouds came out and made things a whole lot better, covering up the sun. Carmel and I were on the walk down from the Marriott to the bayfront, and it felt really gross. Like the sun was really, really penetrating. And we took a little break there for about 15 minutes or so, and then came out to do this video, and I rushed over because we changed our game plan. We were originally going to start over at Abbott versus where we started at Apes. And so we reversed it to make more sense with friends who are meeting up for dinner. And it's been nice. Nice breezy by the marina right now. Agreed, Ariel. Like, it honestly feels amazing right now, even here. But even better by the water, as you said. But it actually feels really nice here. But not so much about an hour ago, at least to us. We were pretty hot. Been seeing lots of people pick up their bags today. It's interesting with, obviously, Hulu. There were so many years that it was all about the WB bag. So it's interesting seeing. It's that theme that continues, that it's so much about Disney, seeing Disney-related bags everywhere. With Hulu, for long-time con attendees, or at least for me, just feels a little weird, but it's cool. I'm very appreciative that they're doing it, but it's just kind of feels a little different. Yeah, compared to Chicago heat. Compared to where we live up in the Inland Empire, it is also much less here. I think it's about 25 degrees warmer where we're at, about 2 hours away from here. So yeah, this is really nice. I think the difference with San Diego is back home, we calibrate like all of our activities around whether, like, we know when we're gonna walk our dog and time everything. In here, it's Comic-Con, you just go. You can't really worry about the weather. So a lot of times Comic-Con feels almost a little more uncomfortable, even though it's much better weather. You know, what's not off-site? Ariel asked about. So they had, what was it, Heroes House last year? And in that area, they are still working on stuff, but it has not been said what it is. So we are keeping an eye on it, but not sure what it's going to be yet. There is, for comic fans, Unknown Comics is going to be making its way into the gas lamp tomorrow. Right down 5th Street. If you head towards the Spaghetti Factory side of the street there, you can't miss it down there. But what that will be, not entirely sure. It is Unknown Comics doing something. I know they have signings and stuff like that, but not sure all the details. And it's been a big day of load in here. You know, the bigger, booths started really loading in a couple days ago, particularly yesterday, really busy. Then today, more of those mid-sized booths, smaller booths layering in. And of course, by this time tomorrow, everybody will be rushing for their final steps, and hopefully everything will look great and the floor will be open, and then we'll be off and running for the weekend. So if you've attended Comic-Con before, you know that once things kick off, it just goes by like in a blink. So I'm actually kind of always appreciative of this build-up time, because I feel like once preview night hits, although by far the most exciting time, it's also like the clock just runs out every day. It's like, how did we just go for 14 hours and, now we're already back to the room or whatever. Where was the question? Any info on the interactive zone next to Petco? It is there. It's under build. There was somebody today that had tweeted a picture that it was about half the size of in the past. Now, what's interesting is there's a similar type of Petco, meaning kind of these smaller quick builds or quick drive-in type experiences over behind the Planet of the Apes area there. And they've cleared the area out, but not really seen any progress yet. I believe that's where Mr. Beast is, a couple others. So it's almost like if those ones were back over here by Petco, you'd have a full Petco. But it looks like it's going to be a little bit smaller Petco this year. Although today, I don't know if you saw the news, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, to coincide with the 50th anniversary, they announced a food truck, a meat truck, with all sorts of barbecue items all themed out to the horror film. All right, somebody asked about the Hall H line. You can see the lines here. No one in the queue as of now. No one for everything else. No one for Hall H. The only people we've seen by here today is just people doing like photo ops, like kind of the annual I'm first in line for Hall H type stuff, but not actually staying in line or anything. FX, I know they're scheduling for press. They're scheduling like individual ones. And then there's also an event Thursday morning that is ABC, Hulu, and FX all teamed up to do all three of them Thursday morning. So that's when we're going to check out FX. We're going to check out the Hasbro breakfast before that, the press breakfast. We're going to run. The Hasbro breakfast is on the other side of Petco. So I'm going to get over there early, try to be in and out in about 30, 40 minutes, and then rush over for that. Obviously, we're getting a view of the progress on what we do in the shadows. And they're racing to the finish line here. Seems like they'll be done for preview night. It's been a slow go. Sad to see that series end. It's a great one. I'm glad to see them get the big marquee up there this year. I love that artwork. And obviously, as you can see, the show coming October 21st, so don't have to wait too long. And like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I mean, there's been other drips and drops of news. I know one thing Carmel and I were talking about this year is we're really going to promote, not that we don't informally, but next year, I think from the very first live we do, we're going to really push with our friends that are artists or have booths, smaller booths at the con, get your info out early. I mean, the blog is always asking for that info early, but I feel like this year more than most, seeing a lot of great smaller businesses that decided to announce things in the last week. And it's just hard to get traction at this point when everybody's traveling, everybody's focused on packing, and honestly, everybody's just busy. So it's been interesting to see a lot of little things kind of hitting today. And it's man, those would have been big stories 3 weeks ago. So, is there much happening 12 to 6 tomorrow before preview night starts? Let's see. So Now or Never is doing their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pizza party from 2 to 5 tomorrow. So that's going on. Let's see, what else? Oh, Unknown Comics. I believe they open at 10 a.m. tomorrow with their activation on 5th. Obviously, anybody else knows of anything, feel free to throw in the chat. Those are the things that jump to mind. I don't know about much more than that. Does someone get a badge to get into the convention center? Great job. Oh, thank you very much. Somebody, you do in your bag. You tap in and you tap out. So the last several years, the badges have RFID, and you tap them in when you head into the convention center, and then you tap out when you leave. So there you go. The FX signage has gone up there. It's covering up now. Patty's bars back there. What we do, the bear, they're kind of hard to see. Got the Fearless there. You can hear some of the screams. Love so many of the things on FX, on Hulu. I think it's like our top priority shows that we watch. What We Do, The Bear, It's Always Sunny. It goes on Wrexham, Fargo. Yeah, not sure if the audio's picking that up. I know it's not great on a phone, but you can hear screams over there. So maybe for grotesquerie. Yeah, can you hear that? It's like, sounds like a vampire screaming. So maybe What We Do in the Shadows, but. And this is our ritual to always show at least a little bit of the water, because especially so many people coming from landlocked spots don't always get these views. Even where we live, we don't go by the water that much, even though we're only like an hour from it. So it's just nice sometimes to look out on the water there. All right, we've got the stanchions for FX. More of just the images there. Now we have the IMDb boat and Voodoo Ranger that have been added to the scene here. And we'll get to them in a minute down here as we get to the water. There's the backside, FX, umbrellas, more photo ops there. Do you know if Paramount will have that app like last year, scan items at certain places for their scavenger hunt? I haven't seen anything yet. Chad has responded. Thank you very much, Chad. Because I was going to say, I'm pretty sure they do. I thought I saw that. But it wasn't something we participated in last year, so it's not really high on my radar. So thanks, Chad, for grabbing that. For any that haven't been watching the various videos we've been doing, one thing also, especially as we're getting into like the really busy season, like I know, just to speak for myself, like I have a few hundred notifications like literally every minute. So it's, chances are I'm going to miss a lot of questions. Like there's just no way to keep up with them. But what I use myself, and I've used it like 5 times today, is just Googling anything like that question, scavenger hunt, Paramount Lodge, SDCC. And what I find is like 9 times out of 10, there is a SDCC blog article on all the details. So if you get in a pinch during the con, I'm guessing Google will be even faster than any of us humans answering. Moving around the outside of the benches here. We have Adult Swim. All their inflatables coming together. And there's the IMDb boat. So Rick and Morty, we saw them yesterday, but we can also see it really is a full-on like nautical theme over here. It's all very much like, kind of fits in with Voodoo Ranger actually, with the kind of pirate ship vibe. And look. Lots of fun stuff there, lots of cool swag, lots of games coming. All right, so when we passed by earlier, IMDb boat, there's no signage out yet, but if you've ever seen the IMDb boat, it's pretty clear. You can see it pulled in. Oh yeah, they actually do have signage up now, so there it is, the official return there. Yep, Pirate Party, Adult Swim. Any new yachts? Not that I know of. Looks like the same old yachts. I could be wrong. All right, they're playing a Hit Monkey trailer here in the queue for Animayhem. Hulu, it's looking really good. You can see they've got their general admission queue, VIP, ADA. ADA is limited 1 guest and 1 attendant only. Hashtag Hulu Animayhem at Hulu. You can see the factory there. Homer Simpson, one of the first characters that'll greet you as you make your way in. Looks like he's chasing hamburgers up there. Yeah, the same old, very, very expensive yachts. There you go. There's some IMDb signage going up there. See on the staircase, and the windows there. IMDb boat, San Diego Comic-Con 2024. There we go. We got Hit Monkey again, Futurama, Solar Opposites. Family Guy in there. There was all the news. Free swag at the end, similar to last year. Voodoo Ranger. We had the good fortune of sailing in with them this morning, thanks to our friend Carrie at the SDCC blog. That was really, really awesome. Got up early, went over to the Maritime Museum, 6:30 in the morning, and sailed in. It was pretty surreal coming in and seeing like this as we docked. Inside here, you can see the Bob's Burgers kids are there. North Wharf, Crapopolis, Bart's in there, a three-eyed lard lad, etc. Looks like a similar kind of process of going in, and all in that factory motif. It's Voodoo Ranger. And then Abbott Elementary. Willard R. Abbott Public School signage is up now. Sounds like they're playing some music over there in addition. So there we go. We got the slide. We've got the facade coming up with kind of the big top. There's the character posters. They've also added in the like brick wall, kind of a faux, obviously, facade brick wall. We've got some character 2Ds. They can take your picture in. Got the swings in there. A bunch of carnival games. We've seen them loading in a lot of swag. If you check out the article on the blog, I had not, and Carrie was showing me earlier, like there's really incredible swag, like hats, all sorts of great stuff at Abbott. So looking really, really good. And now we are on the other side of the Marriott. Yes, this is directly behind the convention center. The Shell may be doing some sound check. Yeah, not at this exact moment, but they definitely do. Oftentimes we'll hear them when we're recording out on the lawn of the Bayfront. It's pretty loud. So, all right, with that said, I need to rush to dinner. And so we are gonna wrap up there. Huge thanks. I had missed the donation there. Thank you so much, Sarah. That is incredibly appreciated. Thank you, Sarah, very, very much. All right, we are going to wrap up here. We thank everybody for tuning in. Hoping you have a wonderful Comic-Con. Tomorrow is preview night, so we won't be doing any more tours like this, but we will be doing lives from various activations coming up pretty soon here. So I'm not sure if we will for sure tomorrow as we still finalize the schedule, but if you are interested, hit those notifications and you can join us. So wrapping up here.